Hi, my name is Sydney, and this is my TED Talk about the C's of leadership. First, I want to start out by explaining and reviewing all of the C's of leadership. The first C is citizenship. Citizenship means being a productive member of the community, big or small. And by being productive, you're doing what you can to help improve and better the community at all times. The next C is collaboration, which involves working together with the group and making sure everyone's ideas are heard. The third C is common purpose. It means working together towards the same goal and all working together to achieve it. Next is the C of controversy with civility. It is very important because there will be a lot of different people and groups you'll be working with, so you may have different ideas and conflicting ideas, and if you don't handle that with civility, there will be just chaos and nothing will be achieved. When people start to disagree and become rude to each other, it also shows a lack of common purpose because if you can see past differences and realize that you need to work together to achieve the same goal, then things will then become civil. Consciousness of self is another C that involves knowing all of your own values and your strengths and your weaknesses, and then using that knowledge to make decisions. And I feel that the most difficult to understand and conquer is this C because you have to know yourself, which is very hard to do sometimes. The sixth C is congruence, which is all about agreement and compatibility with your group members while you're working. And finally, the seventh C is commitment. This is simply being totally devoted to your group and project so you can achieve the best result possible. Next, I'll talk about the eighth C that I've come up with. I think that C should be confidence. Whether you're quiet or more outspoken, an introvert or an extrovert, you should be confident in yourself and your abilities. If you aren't confident, you aren't as committed, and I feel like collaboration then falls short because you aren't as committed. Confidence is all about saying, yeah, I might not be great at that one thing, but I'm really great at something else, and then being okay with having a weakness. Confidence also entails just knowing yourself, so I think that it can relate to consciousness of self as well. If you know yourself and are happy with the person you are and all your little quirks that only like certain people know about you, then you can really achieve a lot and people notice your confidence. So I think that it's very important and should be included in the C's of leadership. Finally, this leadership class would really help while being in a paraprofessional role. It really made me look at myself as a leader and look at my values and my strengths and my weaknesses. I think that by doing group activities and talking about different positions on issues and our own opinions on different things and like seeing what our own personalities are like, as well as just working together on the group activities, I think that we learn a lot about each other, a lot about ourselves, and just how we'll start to like fit in to group projects when we're put into them in a paraprofessional role. I think that by listening to everyone and by expressing my own opinions, and which some of my opinions completely changed after hearing other people's point of views, which I was very closed off to. I didn't really see the things the way they did, and I think that by hearing someone else's opinion, I was able to either solidify my own values that I already had or even just change my perspective and just be able to see the other side to things, which I wasn't able to before. And I think that that's really important to be able to see someone else's perspective. I think that I realized things I can improve on, like controversy with civility. I discovered I was a D personality, and at the beginning of this course, I realized I had like very strong opinions sometimes, and I might want to try to take too much control in the group. And by realizing that and consciously working on it, I think that I'll become a better person as well as a leader. And this class has taught me about myself, and I think the more I know about myself, the better I'll be able to successfully be in a paraprofessional role within campus living. All right, that's all I have. Thank you for listening.